All right, thanks for coming back for episode 2 of my Agent Plateau series. Definitely excited to dive into reverse engineering numbers, putting some real math to those goals, and maybe fine-tuning them a bit, and just kind of diving in to how we can continue to utilize those goals and that why to level up your business every single quarter, every single year, every single decade. What's up, guys? Coach Kane here with the Realtor Playbook. Thanks so much for tuning in. Smash that like button, give me a subscribe. As always, throw comments in the feed. Love to hear from you guys, answer any questions you might have. And if you're interested in joining the Agent Wolfpack and my team and getting a plethora of resources for absolutely free, check the link out on the screen and in the description below, and we can absolutely dive in to leveling up your business and scaling as quickly as you want to. Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about reverse engineering your numbers, and this is something that is super important once you have your why and once you have those goals, because we can kind of throw those numbers out there. You know, typically we have an idea of how many transactions we want to do or maybe how much volume we want to sell, but mostly it's about commission, right? So people talk about that. So let's start with a commission of, say $250,000. If we want to make $250,000 in GCI, we're not talking about brokerage splits or anything like that. But if we want to get to $250,000 GCI, okay, and say we have, an average sales price of, $500,000 to make it easy. Okay, and we'll just use, for sake of this video, we'll just use 3% as a commission. Okay, so if we want a $500,000 house, 3% commission is $15,000. Okay, just for simple math, then we'll take $250,000, which is our target, divide that by an average sales commission of $15,000, and then we end up with 16.66 houses. You can sell 0.66 houses, but we'll just say our goal is 17 homes, right? So we need to reach 17 people in the price point of the average sales price of $500,000, which I use. It's a little bit higher here in Denver, but just for basic math, we use those numbers. So once you reverse engineer those numbers, and maybe you have, when we think of goals, we always have that, income kind of in mind. So we have that done there, and then we kind of dive in. So that's a pretty powerful way to make that happen. As we continue to utilize that, then we have 17 homes we need to sell. And if you have your numbers from last year, you can kind of look at, your marketing budget and where you put the time in and kind of figure out how you're going to get to from, say 12 houses to 17 houses this year. And again, it's all reverse engineered based on that gross commission number. So as we continue to progress through that, we're looking at, what income producing activities can we do to get there? Okay, so say you made 100 calls, you convert 2 out of 100 calls. Well, that means, simple math, you need to make 800, 900 calls in order to get those 17 houses. Most of us don't do all of that. We'd rather use like fuzzy ROI to make posts. And YouTube's a great version of this. I started posting 2 videos a week, and the algorithm caught on to that. My views went up, my subscriptions went up. And so that's something we maybe need to do. So talk about fuzzy ROI. Maybe it's 2 or 3 extra posts a week, or being more consistent, right? All the algorithms and all the social platforms. So if you can kind of dive in and build your tasks around what your goals are with the numbers that you've reverse engineered, then we have something to work with. Then we have a daily task that we can kind of cross off. I use the Power of 5. Andy Frisella has a book you can buy about it. Just, it's a journal basically. And essentially you want to do 5 income producing activities every single day. You create them every single day. They can be the same every day. It's not suggested that they're always exactly the same because it gets pretty mundane. But if you knock out those 5 income producing activities as a first priority or a last priority before you go to bed, that absolutely helps. So I suggest sitting down every single morning, making a checklist of 5 things that are absolutely income producing. We're not talking about, just doing your daily deal. We're not talking about scrolling through Facebook. We're talking about income needle producing activities that move the needle. So that's one suggestion I have to kind of meet those goals. And you'll be surprised if you really dedicate to this and you're really going hard, and as your sphere builds and all that stuff, you can level up pretty quickly using this directed mindset, which started all back from Remember Your Why that I talked about in episode 1 of this series. The next thing is you really have to look at what's inhibiting you from reaching these goals. Is it your social life? For me, it was like I had to watch every single sporting event that was ever on. Are you not reading enough? Are you not consuming enough information to be that wealth of knowledge that you need to be for your clients, more than in just real estate, just more in life, and being able to help them emotionally and all of that piece, because a home is such a valuable investment in a stressful time period, right, when you're buying a home. So if you can be more holistic and take that in and really work on those things. As a psychology major, that's stuff I like to do, but that's something that's really important. Kind of make yourself more balanced and yourself more centered and yourself more well-read. That really helps calm the nerves of the people that you serve. And then the next thing is, are the people you're surrounding yourself with accelerating your goals or holding you back? And this is a big one. It's hard. I know you got homies. I know you got all kinds of friends that you've had for a long time. And the truth is, are they want you to come out and have cocktails every single night? Are you getting to bed late? Are you getting a rough start in the morning? Or are you, being dialed in? I'll tell you right now, I'm on 75 hard and I'm so dialed in to everything. I can feel it in my mentality, in my mental state. Everything is super focused. It's execution based and it's super powerful, far more powerful than the fitness piece of 75 hard. So those people that you associate with, right? You're the average or the sum of the 5 people that you associate with most is huge. Are they consistently trying to level up? Are they holding you accountable? Are you able to say, hey, whatever, are you that person to them? And as you surround yourself with more successful people and more people that are leveling up and want to do the business, and they could all be 5 realtors or whatever, but if you have that group, it's the mastermind effect. Masterminds have really taken off with the convenience of Zoom and all of that, but it helps people level up. It sees other people succeeding. That inspires the people that maybe took a day off, or, maybe you did have a rough go, and you need to be picked up. And those people that are producing and are crushing the game are there always to, lend you a hand. And that's what's great about our culture at the Wolfpack. We have 1,200 agents worldwide and we're like family, right? When things go wrong, we always have something. We have leadership calls and we're like, hey, what's going on? What can we help with? And everybody puts in, because we're not technically competing in the real estate space. Some of us might be in the same market, but in the end, there's enough closings to go around. It's just about that family aspect. So you are the sum of the people you surround yourself with. So if that's something you're interested in, you want to see our culture at the Wolfpack, please check it out, reagentwolfpack.com. Other than that, have a great day and stay tuned for episode 3 of this series. Bye-bye.